Hello everybody and welcome to a quick news video on a topic that I didn't expect to be covering today. I woke up last night around the time they tend to give us a little teaser because I figured, you know, the next event's in 5 days. Typically they do give us a little something. Typically we do know roughly when the data download's going to be, and so I think maybe we'll get our teaser for the Promised Neverland Feature Festival. That's not what I saw when I woke up, however. What I did see, in fact, was a teaser for the 3rd anniversary, an event that is not starting for, well, 18 days. 18 days. I don't really know why. Honestly, even after reading it, I don't really know why. Let's open it up. Let's open it up. It basically says 2018. The 28th of March 2018 is when Jumputi released. And so, we're coming up on 3 years. We'll be celebrating the 3rd anniversary on the 28th of March 2021. Doesn't really say much else. Doesn't really say much else. It says that there's going to be a big event for the 3rd anniversary. And it says 2 things are going to be announced today, and multiple things are going to be announced sporadically over the course of the coming weeks. So they've decided to tease us early. I'm not really sure why, but we have got a little teaser. And so the first tease, it says there will be a new Muso character, which they already told us. They already told us that. So, not really sure why they felt that they'd say it again, but I guess for people that missed it in the live stream, and I think they said it on Twitter as well, for people that missed that, there you go, there will be a new Muso character. When I saw this, when I saw the characters for Muso character, and then I saw it here as well as I was scrolling down, I was like, yo, are they just gonna drop it now? Are they just gonna tell us now? No, that's it. there will be a new Muso character, the 2nd ever Muso character, and that's it. So, just letting the people know, I guess, ahead of time. And I think that's a nice thought, because anybody that didn't know that would probably be quite annoyed if they started spending on Promised Neverland not knowing that was coming. I already knew it was coming, and I'm still kind of tempted to spend on Promised Neverland, to be honest. I don't know who the Muso is going to be, and in fact I am planning on doing a predictions video. I'm going to have to try and do that as quickly as I can, because we've already got stuff about the anniversary coming out in the news. But I don't think it's going to be... I don't know who it's going to be. But if you're a Promised Neverland fan, don't beat yourself up too much about summoning, because the Muso is going to cost you 24,000 rubies, and most people won't have that many. So regardless, you're just going to be taking punts at trying to get the unit. Here we have the new characters. These characters, I'm assuming one is gacha and one is free to play. We have Aoi Kunieda from Beelzebub, a character that I think a lot of people were expected to have already been added to the game at this point. I have a funny feeling she is going to be gacha. And we also have Hidetora Tojo, also from Beelzebub. So there's going to be at least a small part of this event that will include a Beelzebub, I'm assuming, gacha character and a free-to-play character. They did this during the last anniversary with Shokugeki no Soma. Actually, with pretty much every series that was included in the 2nd anniversary, there was just like one gacha unit, one free-to-play unit, and that was that. And if I remember correctly, it was a lot of characters. It was basically a 1-month event, and we had like 5 standard gacha units, 2 limited units, and about 10 event characters. So I don't know, that's that's what, like 17-ish characters for a 2-month event. Or 2-month event, 1-month event, the length of 2 events though. I don't know, is that good? I don't know. I don't know whether I'm expecting more or less, probably less. No, it might be more than that actually, because we did get Shiryu, I think, as well, about that time. It might have been just after. So I'm not sure what to think. It's cool that we're getting teasers. I'm not particularly that interested in Beelzebub, but I know a lot of people that have been waiting for this, so it's cool that it's here. I don't know if this information is going to change my spending on Promised Neverland at all. I don't think it will. And I don't think this gives us any clues as to a possible hint of what the theme might be. But I don't think there was really a theme for the second anniversary. Beyond, you know, it's the second anniversary, so we had... I don't know. We had double units, dual units. That's 2. And then, did any of the GATS units have anything to do with the number 2? Not really. Not that I can think of. So, I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into what the theme might be. I think it's just going to be an ensemble of units that we don't have. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And also, we've got a batch of upgraded... Oh, where is it? There we go. Upgraded character skills. This lets us know that the data download will be on the 12th, so Friday, which makes sense because the Promised Neverland event starts on the 15th. So typically they will do the data download the Friday before the weekend if it's going to be starting on the Monday. Not that they necessarily have to, because I mean they just have to include the files for the login bonus, and then they could just do the data download on Monday. But I think in case there's a problem, they like to do it a little bit earlier than that. So I think if we're gonna get any more teasers for this event, they're kind of gonna have to be tomorrow night, or tonight, I guess, our time. Yeah, the 11th, at like midnight or midday Japan time. It's kind of gonna have to be then, because if it's not, then the data download is gonna spoil it. So I'm assuming they're gonna announce Limited Emma tonight. And then maybe tomorrow, as the data download comes out, they'll announce Ray and Norman. Not sure. I'm not sure. But the character buffs, a few characters buffed here. Again, sometimes you can use these buffs to work out what they're planning, if they're planning something. I think in this instance, the batch is a little bit too small. It's a bit difficult to tell. We do get 3 red characters getting a buff and no yellows. So I do wonder if a strong green boss will be coming. Perhaps. Kurapika getting a much needed buff to his support. His support was one of the absolute worst on any limited in the game. All they've really done is boost it by 2% attack. And you're now getting some bubble conversion to rainbow. Which is... It's a lot better than it was before. It's a total of what? 1, 2, 3, 4 bubbles to rainbow. And it's like a assortment. You're also getting block bubbles. It's much better than it was. It's still really not that good for a limited. I've got to be honest with you. I know limiteds that do like do much more for your team. But like, you know, create a skill bubble and give bubble conversion and give some other thing. So I think they've really just shafted the support on this Kurapika. And I wasn't a fan of his ultimate attack anyway. I know he can quite hard, but it's a shame. Yamamoto getting a buff to his support. It's actually quite a substantial buff. Because you've got the same thing he had before with the Cyclone reduction and creating a skill bubble in a set position. And that's also the blast radius, the base damage of the skill bubble being boosted. But now you also get for 2 turns, 2k auto heal goes up to, is that 50k? 50k auto heal in tower. A total of 100k heal with a skill bubble and cyclone reduction. Yamamoto is now a very nice support for PvP. I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't come up against Cyclone that often, but if I do come up against it, Yamamoto gonna be doing some nice stuff. Especially because if you use this, I guess like what, 3rd row, 2nd row. If you cut off the Cyclone, early, so it's only damaging you for like 1 turn, and then you're also getting a skill bubble out of it, and you're going to heal 100k off the back of it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We have Tsugumi Seishiro. Now, this is the only thing I would say possibly could be a hint, because this event is not available in regular rotation. So it's possible that she will be coming back, and it's possible that she will be getting a buff that makes her useful on a specific stage. I don't, like, you know, you can't read too much into these things, because sometimes they do just buff a character because they suck. And they're just like, you know, I feel bad for them. Let's give them a little something. But she now does significantly more damage for a free-to-play unit, and does boosted damage to Barrier. Barrier is not very common, so the fact that she's doing boosted damage to Barrier could be a sign that a new Barrier boss is coming. Whether that is during Promised Neverland, whether that is during the anniversary, I don't know, but it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. And also a buff to the passive, it looks like. Oh, she now has bind reduction here. Reduced by 5. And that's unconditional. So she's actually got a semi-useful support passive now. Passive before included counter damage, which most people would agree sucks. It sucks. It's not good. And on a free-to-play unit, it's really not good. But you know, the bind reduction makes her somewhat usable. So expect at some point a unit that puts up a barrier and tries to bind you and is green. Potentially. That's the only thing I can read out of this. And we also have Kazuki Oden getting a buff. Very similar to Yamamoto's, although seemingly... No, it is the same. It is the same. For a second I was reading the level 6 skills, I was like, wow, they checked him. He got way less heal. No. He is still getting the extra 100k heal over 2 turns in PvP. And so he is just the shock variant of Yamamoto's skill. So those two actually have really nice supports now. I mean, they were quite useful before, but now getting that extra little bit of heal, it's cool. And then finally we have Mama Isabella. You can't read too much into this one, because she is, of course, going to be a free-to-play unit in the Promised Neverland event. So they just gave her a buff because they know people will be playing the Promised Neverland stages, so it makes sense for her to be a little bit better. And what does she do now? Slightly more weakening, and slightly more attack up, and she now does attack up for blue and yellow. Perhaps a suggestion that one of the characters will be blue. I know she was blue before, but maybe she's going to boost all of the kids from Gracefield. So maybe they'll all be an assortment of blue and yellow. I don't know. Again, just trying to read into it when there's really nothing to read into. And her passive... what have they added to her passive? Is that bubble ineffectiveness? Bubble extension. She's immune to bubble extension, and her passive now boosts. Oh, she's actually for a transcendent class unit. She's not bad. She's not bad. She's got a baked-in passive, admittedly HP restricted, that boosts the attack of blue and yellow units. She now has bubble extension immunity. Not bad. Not bad on all. But yeah, that's everything on JP's side. I'm sure we're going to get more news either tomorrow or the day after. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I meant to cover on JP. Oh, yes. Where are they? These tickets, while there's still a little bit of time, I don't think I touched on it in the last video. These tickets, seemingly we're going to be getting 30 a month. Don't know how consistent that's going to be, but that's what it looks like, 30 a month. And I think I did talk about this in a video, but I didn't talk about exactly how you get them. So the way you get them, seemingly, you get 15 during this event from the Dino store, and it looks like we're going to get another 15 during the Promised Neverland event from whatever store is available during that event. So it looks like it'll be a total of 30 free multis, and then you'll get a stamp for every summon you do on that banner. So a total of 30 stamps or seals or whatever they're called, these things here, and you can trade those in at the store for rewards. So make sure you do those, because these are rewards. I thought this banner was gonna suck because it's got Tanjiro on the front, version 1 Tanjiro, so I figured it would just be all like base units. No, it's got a huge pull, loads, at least all the 2020 units in there. So grab the tickets and make sure to do those summons. Farming the Dino store during this event is a pain in the ass because you need so many of that item, of the Dino's Whip item. But just do it. Just do it and get your rewards. And make sure you're clearing the daily medal stage every day. It resets at 4 AM, I think. 4 AM JST. So it resets at login every day. Just make sure to clear whichever stage is available every day, and you can trade those medals in different configurations for different tickets. If you want a chance at a limited, the only ticket with a limited on it is the Bobobo ticket. It has limited Yu-Gi-Moto on it. The rest all have a nice assortment of characters. It really just depends on what your box is missing. I personally went for the Bleach tickets in the end. I managed to get Byakuya, which was quite lucky. And then my second tickets, I think I got... where did I get my second tickets? Bunch of garbage. It was a bunch of garbage. And that's it for JP. Quickly touch on Taiwan. They've got the Shanks and Mihawk birthday banners. Birthday banners are different on Taiwan. You don't get a free multi, and I think you still have to go 9 multis. I might be wrong. Hold up. Yeah, you still gotta go 9 multis. So they're really not good. They're really not good. They do birthday banners for non-protagonists, and JP doesn't seem to do that, so I don't know what that's about. And other than that, they've just got Dr. Stonefest going on right now. They are getting the luck passives added to the game, and they've released a special banner for that. And they're also going to be getting some White Day stuff, which seemingly is just repurposed Valentine's Day stuff so far. So it's possible that they'll be getting either the Valentine's Day event or a completely new White Day event. But we won't know more about that till a bit later, because that event starts on the 16th. So we'll know more about that. Well, I'll let you know when we know more about that. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.